plans to clear 2,000 hectares of forest in Queensland have been approved by government officials, despite potentially devastating effects on the Great Barrier Reef. Lobby groups have warned that destruction of the forest could poison the neighbouring reef and cause widespread environmental harm. If plans go ahead, it could result in serious soil pollution and a marked decline in water quality. The announcement comes just after the government pledged on $500 million to protect the reef. A draft report from the Department of Environment has recommended clearances at Kingvale Station in northern Queensland should get the green light. The forest, which consists mainly of eucalyptus forest and swampland, is owned by Scott Harris, who wants to clear it to make way for other farming activities. Mr. Scott's land leads onto a river system that contains seagrass beds, a key component of the reef, writes The Independent. The Environment Minister Josh Frydenberg has the final say on the proposals. Lobby groups say that destruction of this forest would significantly worsen the water quality. Campaign manager for the Wilderness Society's Queensland campaign Gemma Plusman told the Canberra Times the clearing must be rejected. She described the proposals as incredibly risky. Over the past 4 years, Queensland has cleared 1 million hectares of native vegetation because the former Newman government axed important environment protections, she said. A spokesperson for Mr. Frydenberg told the publication the draft report proposed strict conditions and mitigation measures informed by expert scientific advice. All feedback will be considered by the department as it finalizes its recommendation, he said. The World Heritage listed site, which attracts millions of tourists each year, is reeling from significant bouts of coral bleaching due to warming sea temperatures linked to climate change. With its heavy use of coal-fired power and relatively small population, Australia is considered one of the world's worst per capita greenhouse gas polluters, with advocates urging Canberra to do more to protect the environment. The reef is also under threat from predatory coral-eating crown-of-thorns starfish, as well as farming runoff. In March this year, it was revealed that a floating sun shield 50,000 times thinner than a human hair could protect the reef from degradation. Scientists have been buoyed by test results of an ultra-fine biodegradable film made of calcium carbonate that has been shown to protect the reef. The world-famous site has undergone unprecedented bleaching over the past 2 years, which has devastated more than 2/3 of it, experts say. It's designed to sit on the surface of the water above the corals, rather than directly on the corals, to provide an effective barrier against the sun, Great Barrier Reef Foundation Managing Director Anna Marsden said. The project, created an opportunity to test the idea that by reducing the amount of sunlight from reaching the corals in the first place, we can prevent them from becoming stressed, which leads to bleaching.